thankfully, not really realizing what in the world I had my hands on. I thought, okay, this crazy wrap thing could be cool, but does it work? And then I used it, and it did. And I thought, okay, and I just baby stepped it after that. After that, I thought, well, maybe I'll sell it. And then after that, I thought, maybe I'll have a party. And then literally, I ran. I saw the vision with the company. I found out what type of company this is. It's a Christian-based, fun partying company, which I'm all about. And it had a product that worked, and a product that no one else has, okay? It's not a candle, it's not food, it's not a purse. There are such great home-based businesses. Makeup, lashes, you name it. But there is always a product that's going to replace one of those things. And I had never seen anything first to market like it works has with this crazy wrap thing, okay? Is there anyone in this room that has not ever put a wrap on their body? Raise your hand. 2. Get out here.
Let's see those hearts, guys.
Tonight is your first time ever at an It Works meeting. Wow. That is awesome. I just feel like I'm meeting new people all the time, which is another huge part of this business. But yeah, I'm just a girl. My husband owns a drywall company, and I literally was at home with babies. Right now they're both 6 and under, but at the time they were 3 and 4. And I think I was bored being at home, if I'm honest. I love being with my kids, but I needed some adult interaction, you know. After 5 o'clock, my husband would come home, and I would rush out and do a wrap party, and I would try and do that 2 or 3 days a week. And this is where this business has brought me. I just followed the steps that the company gives you, and I showed as many people as I could about these products, and I fell in love with what my life was turning into, which was this. I have friends, I have family in this business, I have a profitable business that I get to run from home, and I get to be home with my babies. You know, for some people, you want to work. I know moms that are like, that is not my gig. I go to work, and it's totally okay. But it also gives you another freedom, you know, when you have that extra money that maybe you don't have to work that second job, or maybe you can cut back at work. And maybe you can actually come home at 5 o'clock instead of walking through the door at 7 because you had to work a couple hours late because you're making a little extra money on the side. And for me, I've noticed the differences in the lives of so many people that beyond the products, this opportunity is now a passion for me. So anyways, that's who I am for those of you that don't know me. I'm going to introduce Miss Tracy Cartwright here.
I am Tracy. I'm a double diamond. My husband is a double diamond as well. I've been in about 3.5 years. I lose track sometimes. FYI, they are turning the air down, so I'm sorry you guys are sweltering. I apologize. I know it's hot in here today, so we're trying. But anyway, if we all sit real still, we don't get flurry here.
Don't breathe.
Yeah, no move. If you get too hot, go down the lounge and grab a drink, come back up or something. So anyway, you know, my story, a lot of you guys have heard it, but I am the same. I'm in this business because I love it. I love what I do. I came into it because I'm a total red. I saw those dollar figures. I'm like, ooh, right on that. No reason that I can't do that. But I was CPA for 16 years before I came into this business, and retired from that job about 1.5 years ago, and 100% home. My kids are older. They're 12 and 19. But I'm home 100% of the time with them, and when they're home, anyway. And which is never. So mostly it's just me and my husband at home. So, which is great too. But you know, it's just been amazing to pay off debt, to go on vacations, and putting my son through college with no loans. And those are the types of things that that's what I was after, was just to change the life of my family and for my children, and been able to invest in other businesses. And my kids don't have to ever work for anybody else. We've taught them that they can do what they want to do and dream big. And I just think that is a big deal. So we all do this business a different way, and I love that about us students. And that's what we're going to talk to you tonight. We're going to dive into some announcements. Sarah has invested a lot of time into something really, really cool for you guys. And we're going to talk about conference and things like that. So who would think that the year has just flown by, and it's almost time for our annual conference. So we want to talk to you about that. We've got some business building tips for you, because we know that's why everybody comes, and I think we're just going to kind of dive in.
Yeah, it'll be a fun meeting, you guys. Just a few, we want to get the announcements kind of out of the way. I'm going to bring Miss Nicole Heim up here real quick. Hey guys.
Hey. I'm getting nervous up here, so pardon me. Don't have to be a public speaker to be a rap girl. I want to tell you guys about kind of some new things that we're implementing as your leaders to keep everybody well trained, all of our newbies well trained, whether they are in Omaha or somewhere else. So, who has been over the past couple months to one of the team rap parties that we've done at DJ's Dugout? Raise your hand if you've come. Okay, so a few. So what we're going to start doing is doing those once a month on the second Tuesday of each month. So hopefully that's easy to keep track of. We have the meeting the first Tuesday and the team rap party the second Tuesday. So I know in the past it's kind of been each week, are we having one of those or not? So hopefully this is easy to keep track of. So it's a team rap party. It will be led by a diamond and above leader, 2 diamonds and above each time. So it's a chance for you to come and bring some potentials to the party. So it'll be a rap party just like we'd have at someone's house, only it's probably will be at DJ's Dugout. We'll let you guys know each time. The chance to come see what a rap party is like, especially for new people who've never been to one, never done one, led one, maybe they're nervous about that. You can just come and watch some experienced leaders lead a party, hear what they say about the products, how they talk about the business, how they go through the party pad, things like that. So it's kind of twofold. You can learn just by listening, and then you can also bring potentials. So they can rap that night in the bathroom. You make $25, for everyone who raps. If they want to, order as a loyal at the end of the meeting, they're your customer. If they want to enroll as a distributor, they're your distributor. So we're basically just doing the presentation for you. We would like to see these really utilized over the summer. They haven't been really big each time. I don't think a lot of distributors are really, utilizing those as much as they could be. But I will tell you that the potentials who come, they sign. They order, they sign as distributors. So take advantage of that, having the leader stand up and do the presentation for you.
If I have to say, if I had someone else that would do the party for me, I didn't have to clean my house, I didn't have to bring the stuff, but maybe the rap for my potential. Of course, bring some greens on the go, give them some samples and things like that. But if I didn't have to bring everything to display, and all I had to do was walk into a sports bar and have a cocktail of my potential and have someone who's really experienced, diamond above, lead it and really show you, how to speak about the products, you're doing 2 things. You're building your business because that LC or that person's going to be an LC or DT, loyal customer or distributor. And after that, you've got training. You've literally just been trained yourself and you've trained that new person and showed them how simple it is to do the business. And we really keep it simple. That first hour is just going to be, how we would do a rap party. And the second hour is going to be a new DT training. So I'm excited about that because that's going to give you guys time to sit back for 1 more hour. And I know this monthly meeting we learn a lot, but the new DT training is going to keep you guys in the loop on everything that you need to know in your first 30 to 60 days. Okay, so people that are new, if they just need to come to that, watch a party, and learn everything there is to learn, send them on that way. I know it's hard for some of us who work full-time jobs and to train a team and make sure that they all know what's going on. This is now going to be offered once a month. So you've got a monthly meeting the first Tuesday of every month. You've got a rap party and a new DT training the second Tuesday of every month. So there should just be, hopefully we ran the gamut. No, we're missing, right?
Yeah. And then for out-of-towners, so I know a lot of you guys probably have out-of-town teammates. The Thursday following this meeting, so usually will be the first Thursday of the month, I'm going to do a Google Hangout, like a recap of this training. So it's just an online, I don't know what it is. Basically, anyone can watch live on YouTube. So there will be several of us hosting it. You can send your link to all of your out-of-town teammates, YouTube link, and they can just hop on right then and watch it live. So it'll cover the exact same topics that we covered here at this meeting. So that's a great way to keep your out-of-towners informed.
What time are those?
Oh, that'll be at 7 Central. So that's important. A lot of people know.
Everything is always 7 Central for us. We always try and keep things as cohesive as possible.
Is the new thing starting this month or wait until October to start? For the
Second Tuesday?
Yeah.
That starts this month. So next to 9 new distributor training, and that'll really focus on first 30 to 60 days.
Yeah.
Like Sarah said, and we'll open it up to some question and answers at that new distributor training as well. So if new people have, questions or kind of some fears they want to know how to overcome, we'll answer those type of questions.
Absolutely. All right. So now with the boring stuff. Well, it was good stuff, but let's do some fun stuff. Okay. We are going to announce. Boring. Sorry.
Okay, for Google Hangout boring.
Google Hangout is good. All right. So we want to really recognize those of you that promoted this month. In this business, every single promotion is a stepping stone, and I don't care whether you're promoting to executive or ambassador, you need to enjoy it and be excited about it. So if there's anyone in this room that promoted to executive this month, would you stand up? Okay, now all executives, if you're an executive right now, stand up for me. I want everybody who is lifetime rank executive, stand up. Yeah, executive. An average of $309 extra a month. That's a car payment. Easy, little part-time little gig, and you've got a car payment there. Okay, next up, who went Ruby this month? Would you stand up, please? Anyone in the room? Did you guys get a Ruby bonuses? Ruby bonus, yes? Ruby bonus, no. Okay, either way, that's $600 a month on average, and she got an extra, $500 in her Ruby bonus. I know we had quite a few more, but they're just not in town.
My bad. This is a meeting for It Works Global in Omaha.
So everyone who is a Ruby right now, stand up. If your lifetime rank is right here, stand up.
No, not this month.
Anybody this month to Emerald? Nobody in there? Oh, gosh. Okay, who is an Emerald? Lifetime rank.
There you go.
So that is about what?
Yay!
$1,000?
Comma, new paycheck.
Yeah. That's good. I love it. Okay. All right. Anyone in this room promote to Diamond this month? I don't think so. Is there? Any diamonds? Okay. Who is a diamond? Lifetime rank diamond. Please stand up. So that's an average of about $2,000 extra a month. And I know many of these people work full-time jobs, got some stay-at-home moms, got some corporate people that are in the corporate world standing up. That's amazing to do on the side. Talk about paying off some debt. That's awesome. Okay. I'm going to let you go on the double diamond here.
Okay, yeah. So we had some awesome big promotions on my team this month. We did have a diamond who does not live in Omaha, Tasha also. And then we had 2 double diamonds this month on my team. That's an average of $6,000 a month. So really huge money. Changing no matter who you are, I think. So Alyssa Carly, I'm going to have you stand. Alyssa is actually a triple diamond, but she promoted her husband to double diamond this month.
Send it all. Refuse to sink. I love that. Absolutely. Congrats.
Congrats.
That's amazing.
she ever said yes to this business. I'm pretty sure she thought I was crazy and wouldn't stick with that. She did.
I actually thought she might kill someone by putting a wrap on it. I was nervous for her.
Okay, so I thought I was going to kill someone. But after I was in this for a year, right after I had won my $10,000 bonus, Sarah said, "You really making that money? Like, you actually get that in a paycheck every month? You really get that bonus?" Yes. So here she is. So she finally said yes. She went diamond in March and got a $20,000 bid bonus and then double diamond this month. And I'm just really proud of Sarah. She's overcome a lot in this business, really embraced being a rap girl. That was something she struggled with up front, but you know, what's not to love about doing this? And you just drink the Kool-Aid and become a crazy rap girl. So have a great Kool-Aid. So anyways, I'm gonna let Sarah say a little bit about her story to double diamond.
Okay, so like Nicole said, I watched her for a while. I didn't really think she was going to kill someone, just like maybe a little. I don't know. My degree's in nutrition, so I'm just a big skeptic. So I thought, you know, there's no way your stuff works. But I do trust her, and so I guess after maybe a few months or something, I thought, okay, well, it works. But then I also thought, well, but no one actually makes money, you know, doing that. And then when she went diamond and got her bonus, that's when I finally started to believe her. And I was one of those people. I've had those people come to me like, "Did you really get that money?" No, like, really? And so I like cornered her in my kitchen one night and like, "Tell me, okay, your paycheck, like, what's on it, you know?" So
Don't you just want to show it to people sometimes? Like, it is real. Like,
well, and then the other
you're gonna
bonuses.
do that, but it's just a little like,
Yeah, it's true. That's how I felt. So I started. I had just had my fourth baby. I was, I think it was a hard season for me to start. And I guess one thing that I want to mention that I didn't realize at first necessarily is how much network marketing is a numbers game. You know, so I had like one great potential, and I was like hung up on this potential for maybe 2 months, maybe. You know, and she signed a year later, but she did tell me no. And so then I was like totally deflated, and she was like my one potential. You know, so I got like 2 new potentials. They told me no. I didn't realize that I needed to be messaging like, you know, 20 people. Yeah, everybody, basically. So I was just kind of building slowly. And then in January, when they came out with the double bonuses, Nicole, I've said this before, she called me and she said, "Okay, you better start moving, girl. Like, you're going diamond. Let's do this." So I guess I just had a mentality switch. Then messaged people, asked for parties. I think at that point I realized like that much money could really help my family. So let's see, my husband lost his job in June, and this is where I feel emotional. Like, I knew that if I, you know, didn't keep building, like, we wouldn't have enough income. And now at this point he's looking for a job, good leads, but we can, you know, make it off of my salary. So it's been the biggest blessing for us. But I guess the last thing I want to say is, like, this summer, I feel like, well, maybe since March or so, with John Eric coming and like all, you know, the talk on like inviting people into your life and your adventure, I think, I guess recently kind of that's what I've been trying to do, you know, more so to build my business. And I kind of, at one point I think I just accepted the fact, like, I'm probably going to drive people nuts on, you know, on Facebook. Like, that's just going to be who I am. But I don't think we have to, you know, and a few people have said to me recently, like, I really like your posts. I really like seeing what you're doing. Like, oh my gosh, holy crap. I thought everyone hated me secretly. But to have people, like, really say, you know, it's really fun to see what you're doing. And it's definitely, I changed how I interact with people, you know, commenting and just being a friend, caring about them, and that's been really, really good for my business, so.
well, congratulations. All right, just real quick, I want to at least acknowledge our triple diamonds in the room. Triple diamonds, if you're here, would you stand up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, 121, so because honestly what we're about to see, conference, has changed so many of the lives of the people in this room. And it's so fun because I look around at people like we've got triples on this team now, Jody McLaughlin, Alyssa Carnley, that have not been to conference. And I cannot wait to see what happens to their lives when they go. For those of you that are wondering what I'm up here jabbering about, we have a once-a-year conference where It Works throws the biggest party you have ever seen. And normally it's in January. We're hearing rumors it's going to be in February. We're waiting on Dash announcements to come up. Dash is kind of a midpoint. It's a big celebration for the top 75 earners in the company. And Mark Pentecost, our CEO, releases the rest of the year, the entire plan for the rest of the year. So hopefully, and I'm pretty sure he said today that he's going to go ahead and release conference dates and where it's going to be. So far, we're thinking it's going to be in Tampa, February, first week of February. I know many of you are new and you're thinking there's no way I can do this, but right now, we're going to play a video and I want you to just realize that if you're here and you're really, really serious about making this a huge income for your family, conference is going to do it for you. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and play this little montage.
Bear with us, okay? Just
Yeah, we're hoping all goes well. Like you said, we do our best with this technical stuff.
We're just chicks.
This was conference last year, you guys, and we were in Orlando, and we had a blast.
Legs like you guys have fun.
Okay.
Just a little snippet.
Back it up. Hang on. I got it. Try it. Where's the volume? Right? Where would I have this thing on? You hear that? We're going to try to start over and get the volume, okay? How is it in the back? Can you hear it? Okay, all right.
Hang on, guys. We're just getting the video ready to go so you can see what conference is like. Conference is totally amazing, so just hang on. We're trying to get the video going and promise it'll be worth it. So just be patient. It's me, and you're sitting right next to me, guys. Thanks for the hearts.
Great job, team. I'm sitting out there right now, ready to change your world. I'm ready to be debt-free. Will that be? One thing for sure. It's not about me. It's about we.
I do. Oh my gosh, you guys. Yeah. We got goosebumps watching that. Yay! Conference is so fun. It totally changes your business. Well, you just gave us all goosebumps, Sarah Steamer.
I hope you guys like that.
That was awesome.
You can hear it very well with the mic thing, but I will. There's a YouTube link, so I'll make sure and send that out tonight for everybody. But just to talk a little bit about conference, we are really concentrating on it tonight because tickets are going to go on sale mid-September. I believe right around September 17th, and we're hearing that they're going to sell out day one. So if you want to be there, you're going to want to go ahead and get your ticket right away. So just preparing you guys. I know there were quite a few people that are going to come up and talk that said that they didn't buy their ticket and they watched people, literally the first pictures of people on the plane, and they were bawling that they didn't go, and so sad that they didn't go, right, Maria and Trusty and Natalie? And, you know, they were bummed, and I just want you guys to realize what it is. It's hard when you're new to understand, but when you get to walk into those doors and be around like-minded people and see the heart behind the company and the vision and the opportunity that you have in front of you, you leave there with your hair on fire. And there's not a person in this world that you're not going to tell about these products and about this business. I can tell you that for sure. So let me let others tell you that went for the first time last year. Actually, I think I'm going to call it my husband first. He was a first timer last year, and I had gone to conference one time, 2013. I went as a diamond. And then I was triple diamond going into the next conference, and I was like, well, I'm dragging you with me. You're coming. I'm a triple diamond. Like, you have to see what this is about. And I knew after my first conference he needed to be there. And so he went as a diamond, and I think he went more for the party at first, if you know my husband.
Blake? No way.
You know, a whole bunch of chicks. He knew that there would be cocktails, and so I sort of bribed him with that first.
And shenanigans.
And
Lots of
you
shenanigans.
tell me what was thought after.
Okay, so she did write me with, and she's like, it's in Florida. There's going to be like 10,000 chicks there. Like, all you got to do is show up, you know? And we go to conference, like, it's 2 days, and we go out, we party, and everything like that. And I've been to business trips before, and I was like, yeah, this is going to be awesome, you know? It was not the type of business trips I'm used to. They actually, like, learn stuff. Interact with other people. My business trips are from traditional business where we, you know, go and for like 2 hours we learn something, and then we go to dinner, and then we go out and party the rest of the night, and everybody does whatever they want for the next 2 days.
You didn't even do that?
Huh? So that's how I did. So the first year I went, she invited me with that, and so I was like, fine, I'll go. I walked in, and I was even nervous. The room was huge. There was tons of people there. I was nervous and got there, and it really sat down. And from the day one, just the information that they gave you on day one had pumped you up. I walked out of there, and I said to her, the first thing I said to her was, I'm sorry, because I supported you, but I didn't believe you. So after day one, I had a whole new mindset on what the business was and what it could do for our family, and what she had been trying to preach to me the whole time, that it is amazing. These people are awesome. They teach you what you need to be doing, and they do it because they want you to be successful. And so I honestly walked out and I was like, wow, you had my support before, but now you whatever you want, whatever you need to do, whatever it takes. I'm behind you. I got you. I'm backing you. And it actually took me being there to understand that.
And did some serious laundry and dishes.
Yeah. Laundry and dishes was not a problem after that. Laundry and dishes.
That deserves an applause in itself.
Yeah, I would argue when she had to leave all the time, and I, did a lot more work, laundry, dishes, all that kind of stuff. But after that, I came home and I did it with a smile. I don't care. Laundry, dishes.
Yay, welcome.
You were just
Share with your team. Give us some hearts.
We said that out now. It's kind of nice.
So, anyway, that was day one. And then, yes, we did go out that night, and I did hang out with a bunch of nice people. I met really nice people. You'll never understand how nice these people are. And on Facebook, you meet them, you see them, and you hear their posts and everything. But in person, they all just want to watch everybody succeed. It doesn't matter what level you are, from newbie to triple diamond to presidential to, they took pictures of Mondra. She walks around like it's like nothing. She takes pictures with everybody. But she will give you a tip. She wants to see you succeed. Everybody. So,
It's different than your traditional.
Yeah, I run a traditional business, and in my business, you give people the tools they need to make the company money. This business gives you the tools you need to make your paycheck. They give you the tools necessary and the guidance that you need so that you can go make money. They don't care about themselves. They want you to make money. And that is 100% different than what I was used to. So, day one, my mind was blown. And so, the only thing I'd say is, if you gotta walk, drive, borrow money, get a car, something, I don't care, fly, get a jet, whatever you gotta do. Get Uber. Just get there. Just get there, because honestly, it's gonna change your whole perspective of this business. Sitting in a room like this, having people like Sarah and Nicole, Hillary, Tracy, they're great. They're good people. They talk, but when you get the people that are up there on stage giving you, like Mark Pentecost and Mike Patillo, they get up there, and then Pam Sauter, all these people that have been in the business for years, they just pump you up. They just give you the excitement that you didn't even know you had in you, and you've got to be there.
And the confidence.
You've got to be there to get that, and you will leave with confidence. I guarantee it. I wanted to leave and do this business myself and run with it, but she's like, just chill, dude. Do the water.
Laundry, Mama was happy. I would go do my thing, and he did, and he was understanding about it, and I know that I'm lucky in those ways. But I know there's a lot of husbands out there that are questioning what their wife is doing right now, and if that's your husband, it's going to happen. You know what? It's what society has trained us to know. They've trained us to know that you go to school, you graduate, you work your JOB, what do they call that, just over broke, right? And you hope that there's not too much month at the end of the money, right? And so we're just used to that. You work 8, 10, sometimes 12-hour days to pay your bills, and you pray for the weekend. We're used to that lifestyle, and I think that it dawned on him, because honestly, I wouldn't be here if it weren't for him. He taught me what hard work was about. Marrying this guy, he owns a drywall company. He works insane hours, and he's the owner, and that weight sits on his shoulders. And it's so different watching someone go out there and do that. And then I think it's almost been a little hard for him to watch this happen in 2 years, and him go, man, I've been sitting back working 12-hour days, 7 days a week for my own business. A little jealousy there. But it's shocking that you can do something like this. So I want to bring up 4 people: Kristen Petrick, Amanda Root, and Liz. Oh, and Cindy. Come on.
last year. And there was big talk about conference. Everybody was getting excited. Everybody was hyped. I was like, had no plans on going because I was new at it. It's like, that's for the people that have been in the business. They're ready to rock it. They've got their business up and going. Conference is going to help them. I didn't think it would help me. And so I had no intentions of going. There was some things that took place that I was able to go at the extremely last minute. Christmas, my husband and daughter forked over the money for me to go. Along with Sarah's half-plane ticket, because everybody believed in me before I believed in myself. And Christmas morning, I was booking my plane ticket to conference. And my team leader, Prudy, we happened to have a person that was not able to go. And so there was a spot open up in a hotel room. And it was like everything was falling in place for me to go. And I still didn't believe that it was going to do much for me because I was new. And got to conference, had no idea what to expect. I figured a bunch of business meetings, we'll learn some tips, we'll have a little fun, we had some parties planned, and had no idea. Completely moved me. I was one of the few people that chose to go to worship that night on our team. Everybody else kind of left and went to dinner or whatever, got settled in, and Prudy and I stayed at worship, and that was the turning point for me. Sorry, I'm so emotional. Worship and the team just really made this a big change for me. And then, of course, we went into meetings all day, Saturday and Sunday, I believe. And, I mean, it was first thing in the morning, 8 o'clock, you're there, you're ready to go, meetings all day, party all night, don't plan on sleeping at all. I am telling you, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, going to bed, 8 o'clock, you better be over at Conference Center. I mean, little sleep, put on walking shoes, do not wear heels, as great as they look. But I left there on Sunday, was the end of our day at 5 o'clock, I believe. I didn't even make it to my hotel room. I was on my phone, calling people, booking whatever I could get, begging, telling people, you've got to be part of this business. This is the real deal. You are a groundbreaking. This business has not been around that long, 14 years, but considering Sarah's been at less than 3 years, and look where she's at. So we have every opportunity, and I did not waste a minute. I mean, literally walking out of conference on my phone, trying to get people to join my team. And they say going to conference will change your business. No joke. I promoted right away. I mean, up to Ruby, and if you can find any possible way to get to conference, get there. As you can tell, this was part of our gear from last year. We had parties for Cinderella Bash, where we wore crowns and sashes. Our room did the sashes. You'll see people walking around a conference in wigs and fun stuff. Have a blast, because if you're not having fun at a conference, I mean, it's impossible. I mean, it's so much fun. So get there.
Yep.
I'm Liz. Hey. So we brought this up on Saturday at Mandy's meeting. I was wondering why my business wasn't thriving, and I'm a blunt person. I need blunt in my life as well. And Mandy was like, when was the last time you went to a meeting? I'm like, I don't know. I was in for already a year and only went to one. So I was like, I'll give it a try. I'll go to a meeting, whatever. So went to a meeting, and everyone's talking about conference. I'm like, what's conference? Like, what is this thing? Everyone says they've had so much fun out. It changed their life, and I'm thinking, well, I don't need my life changed. Yeah, right. Okay, so I needed my life to change quick. I was not happy. I just kind of lost myself. And so after the meeting, I called my husband. Hey, babe, I think I'm going to go to Florida on this It Works thing. He's like, yeah, no. First of all, my husband works out of town 24/7. He's construction. He works his tail off to keep a roof over our head. Love it. But yeah, no. So I was kind of looking for a way out to tell Mandy, well, my husband said no, so I can't go. So didn't bring it up for the rest of the month. The second meeting I went to the next month, this conference thing was going on again. It's changing people's lives. I'm like, hey, I'm a FOMO, which is fear of missing out if you didn't know. I'm like, I want to be there. Like, I want to be there. So I called my husband again on the way home. I really think I'm going to go to this conference thing. Like, I think I can do this. No. I'm like, well, whatever. So go the third month, or 3 times I tried, right? I literally called him on my way home, and I said, he answers, hey, babe, like, I'm going to Florida. Click. I'll let him sit on it for a little bit. So after he got over the surprise, hey, my wife's going to Florida without me, he told me, he's like, if you don't come back with your booty on fire, you got to be done. I'm like, all right. So once he tells me that, I'm like, I'm going to show you. I'm doing this. Okay. So my big thing was going to conference, learning how to sign distributors. I had kind of the loyal customer program down, got it, cool. But I was like, I cannot sign distributors. What's my deal? Got there and whoa. Whoa. Okay, so yeah. Oh yeah, right hand in the head. Okay. So I just like think back, and for you guys that have went, going down the escalators for the first time, like the music's bumping and you're running to go find your seat so you can have a good seat. It almost takes me to like when the Nebraska Tunnel Walk music comes on. Chills.
Oh my God, that's so true.
So yeah, they were just crazy. Everyone up on stage was very motivating and awesome. Mandy put us in a contest saying how many people you could go up that were VIP and above, get information from them, post it on Facebook, yada yada. I kind of closed down at that, and obviously I'm a talker. I like to talk to people. And I walked up to Mackenzie Schultz, which was funny because that picture was up there. I was like, like, what are you doing? Why are you so nervous? I'm just a normal person. I signed up with the same $99 kit that you did. Go work it. I was like, oh, wow, you're really nice. Like, you're so nice. Okay, cool. So I went up to Lori Conway, whatever. I was kind of okay. And she goes, the same thing. I signed up with the same $99 kit that you did. You want to know what happened? I said, what? And she said, I just completed the steps to success more than you did and faster than you did. And then right then I was like, perspective change. Like, vision is caught, I'm there. So, no sleeping there. Get your sleep before. You can sleep after. Bring shoes, like Sonia said. Came home, immediately started working on the plane, writing my hundreds list. It was exciting. It's crazy the amount of energy you come out with, and you just want to run. Just sprint. If you're not a runner, walk fast. Speed walk. I don't know, don't do it. But left went executive right away, and Ruby a month later. And went Ruby with only one person really working. All the rest of them were 400 boxes. So 2 days before I went Ruby was the end of the month, I still had $600 to go Ruby. And me and my other distributor worked our tails off to get it, and I went Ruby. And I'm just saying, if you can find any possible way to go, tell your husband, say, I'm going to Florida, click, hang up, and just go. Like, it's kind of crazy, because I just texted Mandy the other day. He's like the biggest skeptic, and this guy's doing a cleanser in the same exfoliating film. He's like, this really works. And he just told me the other day, like, where this is coming, and I'm so proud of you. And that right there, I was like, wow. We've literally gotten in fights about it, screaming matches, because he don't believe it. And so for him to say that, like, then right there, it clicks saying, I walked out of conference not even changing my business life, which I wanted to change. My salon life, my home life, my marriage was failing. Like, failing. You walk out, and because of it works, like, my marriage is probably the best it's ever been right now because of it works. I completely changed my perspective and my way of life because I needed this to work, and it worked. So. The reason why we work so hard. So
distributors fell off the planet. I had a couple of parties that were awful, and then I just, I kind of put it on the back burner, and can you hear me? Sorry. And got busy with my kids and everything. I have 4 kids, 3 under the age of 5, so I'm busy. And but I knew that as a family we really needed this to work. With high school with Sarah and watching her success, I'm like, I can do this. I know Sarah, she's like big nerd.
We've seen the picture.
Yeah, I post them, but she doesn't approve that. So anyways, I just, I got to Ruby, and then throughout the fall, I kind of lost my Ruby. I actually ended up going to conference as an executive. So, we were broke as a family. I couldn't necessarily afford a plane ticket and a conference ticket, and I was like, what am I going to eat? I don't know. Broke. Right. So I did everything I could to get there, and I just got there, and I roomed with Tina and a couple of my other distributors to save money, and then we ate at Denny's. Super cheap, super awful, but it worked. And just being there in the same room of all of those people that are like-minded and thinking, doing the same thing as you, it's huge, because I think in the real world, when you're posting on Facebook, you think all these people hate me and they think I'm crazy all the time. So then to be in a room of all those people, you just feel like validated or something, like, yeah, I'm cool. I don't know. And then all the people that you follow on Facebook, Lydia Diaz and all these, they feel like celebrities. And then when you get there, you're like, they're just walking around. They're in the same food line as me for lunch. They're just normal people.
Yeah.
So that's huge. So anyways, I went as an executive, and being there and hearing the stories, and meeting the doctors that formulated the products and all of that, and just partying. It was just a great time. I was working, from my seat, messaging people and just, kicking it up a notch. So I promoted to Diamond 6 weeks later after getting home, and got the double good bonus. And I was promoted to double diamond months after that. So go to conference.
Sorry guys, I gotta take my case off.
My story's a little different. I started in April of 2013, kind of as a hobbyist. My first month rocked. Got the okay. I stepped to success. It goes out on me. Okay. And then I didn't really do anything. I had parties, I signed loyals, it was great. I truly was just in it as a hobby. And I remember the first year Tracy went to conference and she was posting all these pictures and we were texting back and forth and I was so mad I didn't go. I thought, oh my goodness, I'm missing something, whatever Liz said. I'm missing it. Everybody's there and I'm missing it. And again, she came back. I was a little pumped, but I didn't necessarily work it very hard. And right before conference last year, I had surgery on my hand, and that was my excuse not to go. I was coming up with every excuse that I could not to go, and Tracy and my team were coming up with every excuse, or beating those excuses down and making sure I got there. And at the last minute, the plane tickets, someone else's story was similar. Things kept falling into place. I had never left my kids. I was a nervous wreck the night before. I told my husband I'm not going. He said, oh, like hell, you're not. You're going. You're going.
Bye, Felicia.
I was a mess. But then Amanda was behind us and a bunch of you clapping crazy people. And
It was 6 a.m.
It was freaking early. Pardon me. And then you get there. The first time walking into that conference center was so unbelievable. You see all this black and green. I remember looking down the escalator and I'm like, Tracy, there's so many people here. I mean, I felt like this little small town girl, You're surrounded by thousands of other people that want the same thing as you do.
No problem.
I went right before conference and we didn't party all that. I was tired. I was on painkillers and all that. But I was just so in awe night conference ended, we went back to the room and we started working. Tracy, Rebecca, and I signed a distributor that night because, you know what, out of the last couple of days, I believed it, and I believed in myself. And when we came back, I wanted to share it with everybody. But one thing that struck me at conference, you hear about how we're a Christian-based company, and by extreme circumstances, I was able to sneak backstage at one time, and I saw Cindy Pentecost leading a prayer group. And the rest of the audience couldn't see them. They did this behind the scenes where people couldn't see it. And right there, it taught me they really walked the walk and talked the talk. And they prayed before every session, and before everybody went up on stage, the group prayed. And I thought that was so incredible. Came back, had the fire. I went diamond a couple months later, and you know, the business ebbs and flows, but I will tell you, if you need a fire, you need to get to conference. It truly is life-changing. I don't think we can say that enough.